Hi. Okay, no, I don't know. I think I'm gonna move away from doing like the same intro every time. I gotta just like being a goofy guy, just hanging out, just kind of doing whatever. But yeah, guys, as you can tell, this is our sorry, something just fell. This is our our playoff round one versus Lars, aka El Cesar, coach of the Borussia Don fans. My ass cheated through geography, man. I don't fucking know. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. Lars had a killer season. He went like for the first 5 weeks, he 4-0'd every single game, and it's like holy shit, that's crazy. But yeah. I'm literally showing you guys the wrong matchup. Wait, pause. Error. I was showing you a different matchup. Completely different matchup from earlier in the season. My bad. But here it is. But yeah, so as you can tell, he has got Miaskarada, Glamora, Empoleon, Cyclozar, Tinkaton, Raichu, Moltres, Annihilate, Yanmega, Terra, which is Terra Ground and Bug, and Lanad, the Landorus incarnate. One thing to notice, guys, is that his Ghost Resist is this guy and this guy. We have two of the best Ghost types in the game. I guess we'll see where that goes. But yeah, no, his team is quite weak to specifically our Ghost Stab and Spam. So let's just get into the team really quick. First up, we have Walking Wake with just Specs, Hydro Steam, Draco Meteor, Flamethrower, and Flip Turn. The Water Resist is just Empoleon, and in Sun, it gets 2-shot by Flamethrower. It does have Roost, but like Flamethrower 2-shot, so it doesn't really matter if it has Roost or not. It's like this mon's just overall really strong. Max special attack, we're enough speed to outspeed something on here. Pretty sure it's this guy. It's the Lanad. But yeah, next up we have Torkoal. Torkoal with Heat Rock Drought. Rest Talk, Lava Plume, Rapid Spin. We kind of just needed to switch into Miaskarada some way, and we didn't have the best way to do it. So we decided to just go with the Rest Talk variant, just so the knock doesn't do that much, and we can kind of tank the flower tricks and just not stress as much. So yeah, very cool. Rest, Sleep Talk, Lava Plume, and Rapid Spin. Oh, max defense because the same reason. Next up, Professor Cheese with Shuka Berry, Shadow Ball, Make It Rain, Nasty Plot, and Recover. That is so I could pivot into the Yanmega a little bit easier, because Terra Blast would do a lot. We wanted to make sure we had some insurance for that. We have two different mons for it, these two. But it's still nice to have the little bit of insurance. It's also good because of Lanat. But yeah, overall, just being max special attack, Shadow Ball is just going to do good damage. We're nasty in case we can get it off. We don't really need to click Make It Rain versus all that much on his team. It's mainly just Shadow Ball. And yeah, next up we have Professor Ivy with Protect, Facade, Stone Edge, and Earthquake. Facade just hits like the entire team. Earthquake is so we can beat the Glamora, specifically the Glamora. It also helps resist Empoleon if need be. I don't plan on staying in too often with it. But yeah. We have Stone Edge specifically to hit the Moltres, because Moltres is really annoying for our team to kill, actually. Outside of Todd, we don't kill that mon very well. So it's just nice to have a little bit of coverage. We are max SpedF for this guy yet again. Also this guy. We just have a really strong matchup versus both of these special attackers. So, next up we have Professor Spear. We have Terra Ghost, Weak Armor, Heavy Duty Boots with Terra Blast, Sneak, Close Combat, and Swords Dance. Swords Dance, honestly, if we just get a +2, we kind of just win the game. Close Combat hits the Cyclozar and the Empoleon. I don't really need to hit the Empoleon. As you can also tell, we don't have as much knockoff on this team, so the Poltergeist... Oh, sorry. We don't run Poltergeist this week. I don't know why I didn't run it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, I should also mention at this point, it's a post... This is a post-com. I've already played this game and I know how it ends. I know, how my sets worked out and shit. But we're still going to talk about the team as if it was a pre-look. Yeah, unfortunately, it's also a post-com game because the audio didn't, my OBS didn't pick up the microphone audio. So we're post-comming, unfortunately, and I'm very sorry, guys. I hate post-coms more than anything. I hate post-coms. I think they're so unbelievably boring to record. I don't personally enjoy watching them, but that's just a me thing. I'd rather know the thought process in-game. You can kind of make up anything. You kind of just make up what you thought like, oh, I made this crazy read, but like in reality, you just made a different play and it just works out in your favor. I hate that. I do not like that at all. But, yeah, anyways, back to it. Max HP, max attack. We didn't really need the speed all that much. 85, like, what? Like, he's got really wonky speed tier, so we just went max HP, max attack, just to live a hit better, and then we could actually get our hits off. But yeah. And last but not least, we have a Life Orb, Iron Valiant, Thunderbolt, Vacuum Wave, Moonblast, Close Combat. He has no switch-ins to this mon either. Just kind of clicking anything that we want. Close Combat's just really good, but as is all the other moves. And the reason we're Vacuum Wave is because we can hit the Meowscarada. Meowscarada is honestly the most annoying mon in this matchup. And we hit Meowscarada really well. Also, after this mon tears into a ground type, if it tears Bug, it doesn't work. But if it tears ground type, Vacuum Wave should also be doing a lot of damage to it. So yeah, guys, let's just hop right into the battle. I'm going to pull it up really quickly. Yeah, we'll be right in it. Okay, and we're into the game now. Yeah, you guys are kind of... Actually, hold on. You know what? Wait, pause. Okay, there we go. I decided to cover up my my face from the past because you're not gonna get a lot of use out of this guy back here. But yeah. But anyways, so yes, we see the matchup. He brings the Empoleon, the Moltres, the Yanmega, the Glamora, the Meowscarada, and the Annihilape. Annihilape's always scary to deal with, but you know what? We're gonna just see what we can do. We kind of just said we have better ghost types. Like our ghost types are just gonna beat his and just call it a day. But yeah, let's move into it. We do have audio. We're gonna kind of just skip into the battle. We decide to lead our Gliscor just to get our Toxic Orb off, just because last week we kind of struggled because we didn't get our Toxic Orb off in the first place, and so we want to make sure we get that. I love his calling card, by the way. Oh, also, right before we get into it, guys, please go check out his side. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was the worst opponent this week in like every single way. I johned like 3 days in a row, and I feel really bad. I just had a really... This was Thanksgiving week. I already knew I was gonna be busy, and I said I can try to squeeze him in at a certain time. Turns out I couldn't. I was gonna be out of town because of plans that came up afterwards, and unfortunately, I value my own personal life over Pokemon. I'm sorry. I just really needed to. I just wasn't gonna be able to fully commit. So we scheduled for a Saturday. I couldn't play Saturday. Told him Sunday. Couldn't play Sunday. So we ended up playing Monday. So I johned him a few days in a row, and then I was even a little late to our rescheduled time. So please go check him out. I feel really bad about this. I'm not normally like this. I've been playing this game for 5 years, so I really do understand how bad, you know, it is to get johned this hard. So I understand, and I'm really sorry, and yeah, let's just get into the game at this point. That should be everything else we had to get done. But yeah, I get to watch my stupid little face up on the top left. So he leads his Yanmega. This is a beautiful lead for us. We could just get our nice little Protect off here. Let's see what we actually decide to do. I actually have not rewatched this battle yet, so I'm kind of watching it for the first time, but I'm pretty sure I just Protect here, because it's dumb to do anything else. We would love to see if he Terras immediately, because that makes predicting way easier later on. We don't have to worry about him, like, staying flying type, bug type, and then, like, when he pivots into a ground type, where... Oh, he's ground type, by the way. He revealed that to us. It's funny, I just did this in the video as well. I think maybe that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, so he switches out right now. And see what he goes into. He switches into Todd. We both have a Todd this week. It's so funny to me. It's his Annihilate. And we get our little Protect off. It doesn't fully work out, but that's okay. We get our Toxic Orb off, which is important. And we do know that this mon does get Ice Punch, so we need to be careful about it. So I'm just sitting here thinking about it a little bit longer. I'm thinking about protecting again, but I said, you know what? I'm not going to risk it. Let's just make a hard swap out into a different mon. And we decided to go into Toit. Professor Toit is just really good phys def. We didn't want to take too much damage with it. However, it does help us if he starts bulking up, because Lava Plume is just special. And we don't want to, like, just... If we stay in with a physical mon and he starts setting up, then we're kind of fucked. So... we're kind of just deciding on what to do here. Man, I hate post-coms. Holy shit. This is crazy. But yeah, we're really thinking about... We're calcing right now to kind of see what damage he can do to us. We're checking if it is Ice Punch. We're overall just setting up ourselves to understand what this Annihilate wants to do. And so, yep, we're kind of just scrolling, but the only clear play is to go into Toit at this point. We have 10 seconds, and we're just like... we can just go into it. Yeah, as you can tell, I was really debating it. I was really debating because I needed the HP on this mon for Meowscarada late game. Meowscarada late game was just really good. And he actually here is going to reveal that he's going to take advantage of our passive Gliscor. He's going to set up his own rocks, and I was not ready for Rocks Annihilate. I didn't even know this mon had rocks, if we're being honest with you. So, you know, we can kind of just stay here. Obviously, we cannot spin. And yeah, we have no real reason to click any other move. I was thinking about pivoting back into Gliscor, just to kind of scout what he wants to do. But I think I end up deciding that it's just a little bit better to get to maybe go for the burn, and for sure get damage off on this Mon for later. Maybe reveal it's set and its spread as well. So yeah, we're kind of just like looking around at what we're gonna do. 30 seconds left. We're just calcing more and more, seeing what Ice Punch does yet again. I'm pretty sure. Well, we were thinking about making the hard play into Todd because we know that he has no Rage Fist boosts, and he's not going to do all that much damage to us. However, I think I do need to keep HP back on Todd anyways. So, like I said, we're kind of just deciding between things, but we decided the safest play is just to stay in Lava Plume, and he does bulk up, and it's crazy. I was not ready for him to be Stealth Rock bulk up. So, he's +1 now, we're writing down, we're keeping notes on what he is, and Lava Plume is going to reveal, that does no damage, and we do not get a burn, and it also reveals leftovers. So at this point, we know it's bulk up, Stealth Rock, leftovers, and it's like max HP, it's not Spit F. And we just go for another one. We're just looking for a burn. We don't mind feeding it Rage Fist boost at the moment, at least. If we end up having to trade Torkoal for Annihilate, that's worth it in the long run for us. So yep, we're going to see the Rage Fist. It does a whole hell of a lot. And we know it'll kill on this next one. And we get a crit there, which really, really sucks for him. I'm very sorry about that crit. Not good at all in his position. Because maybe this Annihilate would have lived another Lava Plume at this position, and he wouldn't have had to stress at all. But instead, he is much lower. But I do believe that we don't risk our Toit, and we just say, you know what, this Ivy doesn't need to exist right now. We don't need Ivy at all in this game. It is our most expendable member. Professor Cheese can take on the Mons that Ivy was going to, and so yeah, I believe we just decide to go into Professor Ivy and just try to sack it off. We just realize that, like, yeah, Rage Fist is just going to do a little too much to us here on our Torkoal, and we don't want to lose Torkoal. And also that Ivy, no, Ivy always gets Ivy might outspeed, I believe. It might outspeed the Annihilate in this position. So if we live the hit, we can go for an Earthquake and try to either A, just get it down to being one shot by every Mon, so it has to just either be sacked or come in later. Not on a hard switch. Oh, my ass stays in for a Lava Plume. What the fuck? Why did I not go Gliscor? Wow, okay, I was just gonna sack off Torkoal. Holy shit, I'm surprising myself. Here's Dollface, the Moltres, and we just go for another Lava Plume here. It doesn't do any damage, as expected, but we know it's Flame Body because it did not exert its pressure, and Professor Todd's a very easy play here. Professor Todd has just a lot of bulk, and it resists the, it'll take fly moves, and currently the reason it's taking me a little bit longer here is because we're calculating how much we take from an Air Slash, and yeah, we're just covering our bases. It's playoffs, and we want to make sure we do this correctly. So, Professor Toit, come back. We see the Moltres. Oops, sorry. I'm just checking how much longer we had on this because I have something to do right after this. But yep. So we take our rocks damage. Photosynthesis triggers, and he clicks Flamethrower, and we're fine. Yeah, I don't know why he was predicting there with the Flamethrower. It was maybe he just doesn't have a flying move, maybe. But yeah, our Hydro Steam is just hella unresisted. However, we're making the big dick play and saying, yeah, you're going Empoleon. Here's my Flamethrower, and you're gonna see that we're Specs, and you're gonna feel that we're Specs. And he went into Newt, and that's clearly the Penguin. That is the Empoleon. So our Flamethrower is gonna do hell of a lot of damage. As you can see, it does over half. And that's just good damage. And instead of just clicking it again and almost claiming a kill, we decide to actually pivot out into Professor Ivy because Ivy is going to be really, really solid versus the Moltres. Maybe I go into Spear as well, and we just go and claim a kill. Either one works, but I think we might actually end up going Spear because it is, it's also pretty solid versus this Empoleon. Yeah, so we do end up going into our guy, but like we're very confident he's making a switch here. Yeah, just very confident. Dude, Aldi has these sparkling fresh pumpkin spice apple cider cans. Not sponsored, but if you want to send me like some of these, I don't care. Like I don't even want money. Just send me like a case, like a 4-pack of these, and I'm happy. These are good. And there's a switch from us, and we're faster in the first place, so we will see now at this point if it just decides to sack it off, which I think was going to be not the play. And yeah, we're popping off behind me right now. And here's Nullface again, and we call the Moltres back in. And Moltres does not like this this Terrablast Poltergeist or Terra Ghost Terrablast Ghost. Ugh. And here we go. And you guys can see he stays in. He can very well click U-turn here. He can also click a flying move. But yeah, no, we're looking really solid on damage as long as it just stays in. And we love damage on Moltres. And here's the Terra Blast, and we're about to see that health bar go. He's gonna take 1 billion here. And another crit. This one also sucked a lot. I do think it would have been in range. Let's see what comes in. If Torkoal comes in, it sucks. Okay, so since Golden Go is in, we're gonna just pivot back out. There's no reason to stay in here and risk being slower. I think we calc if we're slower, but we see the sun goes down, and we can just make a play back, probably into our Professor Ivy here, probably on a roost. So we just kind of, because we don't kill it with one Shadow Ball in this position, so we just make a play back out, and I think we go into Ivy just because Ivy is defensive enough, and we know that Stone Edge will kill it. So, let's see what he goes into. Yeah, sun's not up, so I don't know if we really wanted to go into Todd and just take another round of rocks, especially if he could roar again. We don't really want to risk the roar, and since sun's not up, we know that we're not going to do as much to the Empoleon, so it's probably safest play back into Ivy here. I'm really going through the thoughts, and I said, what am I even thinking about? Let's just go Gliscor. So here we go. Back into the Gliscor. And because we know that we have our Toxic already off, we just heal this damage from the rocks right back up. And here's the Roost. And yeah, at this point in the game, we don't really have to risk anything. Stone Edge is just really strong versus basically every Mon. He doesn't have a lot of rock resist, and if Annihilate comes in, which is the rock resist, it'll die to an Earthquake afterwards. So we can kind of just scout it out here. But I think I know how this next 2 turns play out. So we just know that our Stone Edge is good enough. We were thinking about clicking Facade, maybe on a pivot into something else, but I do believe we decide that Stone Edge is just safer in this position. But my ass is yapping. We're a yapping boy. But yeah, no, we're deciding, but we're gonna decide on a Stone Edge for a fact. Oh, my ass! If I'm Earthquaking, I'm the G. I'm the G if I Earthquake here on a pivot. That would have been a crazy play to just almost lose a Gliscor for no reason, or just like lose damage on my team. But yeah, we're running out of time. We're really thinking about it, but I think it's pretty clear that Stone Edge is just the correct play in this position, and we land, and he will go down. Doesn't need a crit. That will just kill, especially at that percent. It might have even killed from full. But yeah, no, we're writing down our kill here, and yeah, one of his Mons, none of his Mons really like just one-shot us in this position. And now that he sees Stone Edge, he might not want to go into the Yanmega as much, because, like, if I have, obviously I'm teched out for having coverage, and we do see Buzzkill come back out, so it is the Yanmega. However, we're here for Yanmega, and we're kind of just confused. We're shrugging our eyebrows. I'm giving you the play-by-play from behind. It's kind of funny. I won't even lie. But in this position, we can easily click a Facade. We can click a Facade very easily. We can also click Protect, but we also don't want it to be like a random like physical set. But if it's we'll just see what it is. But we decided to click Facade just for the damage, and he does Terra. In hindsight, we could have also been Ice Fang in this matchup instead of Facade. It would have covered everything very well. Also would have handled the Lanterns better. But we see the Terra Ground come off. And guys, this is Tinted Lens. God damn. Wow. This mod's strong as hell, man. I did not realize how strong it was, and look at that, Facade did no damage either. And at this point, we calc, and it's clearly Modest Specs Tinted Lens, and we just go for a quick little Protect. We know for a fact that we're just going to get a little bit of health back, and he does pivot out again, predicting the Protect. He's playing this very well. Back into the Annihilate, almost like the turn 1 play, and yep, we're going to Protect a little bit and heal up. Sorry, we're going to go for the Protect, and we're still going to heal up, even though it fails. But yeah, he's a little bit lower now, and I believe at this point we don't even risk anything, Because we know Rage Fist is going to do a bunch of damage to whatever comes in, so we just go for a simple little Earthquake, and yeah, we'll just deal with them on. We'll just try to... We want to just lower it so that it will be one-shot by everything else, even after another turn of leftovers. So we're not even going for the kill, we're just going for the damage at this point. But yeah, let's see what he decides to click. We're really thinking on it. But we do decide to just go for the Earthquake play. It goes for Ice Punch, and it's like, ah, damn. So we're going to lose Gliscor, and we live on 2. My guys have been living, like, on nothing for so long, and Gliscor does pick up the kill. And I won't lie, because we crit earlier, we guaranteed that kill. And so now Gliscor gets to hang out for a little bit longer on our team. Which is, I mean, hey, it's tough. It is tough. I won't lie to you, I got lucky, but I don't know if there's much more luck after this. I think it just plays out, just a normal game. But, like, the damage is already done. We've kind of already gotten a head start. He's down half of his Empoleon, a third of his Yanmega, his entire Annihilate, his entire, Moltres. Like, we've already confirmed a lot of damage onto him. So, like, you know, we're already in a really good position, and our offensive threats haven't even, like, really taken any damage yet. Oh, we see 9 come in. 9 the Glamora, which is interesting. I was very confused to see Glamora in until I saw the Air Balloon, and I said, damn, Air Balloon's kind of tight. We're a little walled here. We're just kind of deciding what we can and cannot pivot at this current juncture. I don't actually remember what we do here at all. Actually, I have no idea what we do here. I am calculating how much Wake and how much Sacrilege take. We really just want to know if we can take the hits well. But yeah, I'm actually gonna... Okay, we can't really pivot forward in a short time period, unfortunately. I would like to skip some of this thinking out because clearly we're post-comming, but I can't skip 30 seconds every time. But we do decide to switch out, which is like kind of a baller play, preserving the Gliscor, because we don't want to just start getting spikes up and then a T-spike as well. So we go into Spear off rip, and we see a Power Gem, and this does like a dumb amount of damage. I'm max HP here, bro. I am bulky. But at this point, we might as well just click our Terra Blast. I won't even lie to you. We just click Terra Blast here. It's just unresisted throughout the team. Even if he gets the damage off here, it's really strong. Our Professor Spear is really low now, but Terra Blast is just going to do quite a bit of damage. Let's see the damage. Bang! Whole hell of a lot of damage. And yeah, we see that it is quite low, and it is in Shadow Sneak range at this point in the game. So, he gets his T-Spike off. He gets what he wants, but yeah, we're just going to click Sneak here, and we're just going to be big chillin'. Or, no, okay, so we're gonna sack Professor Ivy first, because Ivy's not really important. Then we get a free switch into anybody else. That's, like, the play, but he does switch as well. So, we're kind of, again, in a weird position. He's pivoting around, and we see Bubble Core come on out, which is the Meowscarada. And Meowscarada is a really, really annoying mon. In Team Preview, I really, really thought he was going to be Banded, because we just don't switch in very well in the first place. Like, Banded Knockoff, U-Turn, Flower Trick, and Play Rough was just really hard for me to deal with. And that was the exact set that I thought he was going to bring. So, but now that we're in with Ivy, we can actually scout. So we're going to click Protect, and we're going to see what he clicks. And I believe he clicks Knockoff here. Yeah, he clicks Knockoff here. And, yeah, we're honestly looking pretty fine. Not even gonna lie, we're just looking pretty mighty fine. Right now, we're leaning back, trying to just decide on what we should do, twiddling our little mustache. But yeah, we want to make a pivot out here on the Knockoff. But it is just a little bit better just for us to stay in here. And he will kill us. Down goes Gliscor. But Gliscor did so much in this match. It's crazy. He killed the Meowscarada. He killed the Annihilate. He locked it into a dark move. So now we get our free Professor Land play. And as you guys know, he does not have any switches to this mon. So, yeah, we're looking really mighty fine here. We do take our Poison and our Rocks, which is kind of annoying, especially because we're Life Orb. But yeah, he does not have a close combat switching on the entire team. Just none. None of them take this move, take this hit. He also doesn't have any Moonblast switchings. Just none at all. It's Empoleon, but once Empoleon comes in, it gets close combated right after. So we just decide to go for close combat in the first place, because it just confirms one. Yeah. Not much to say here. It's just, hey, I see a free kill, I'm taking a free kill. If he stays in and just clicks knockoff, we still kill it. And actually, we don't even have our life orb anymore. But yeah, he does switch out. He needs this Mon too much. But yeah, 9 comes back on out. He goes Gomora. He sacks it off, which makes a lot of sense, to be honest. Makes a ton of sense. But yeah, so we pick up another kill with our Iron Valiant. Overall, really fucking strong Mon. This Mon has impressed me quite a bit throughout using it. People call it fraudulent. I think they're on crack. This Mon's crazy. Like, it just hits everything so hard. Like, it's just like Weavile. It's just like it's just a better Weavile. But it's a fairy fighting. Like, and that's a crazy typing. Like, what? We don't hit poison types? Wah. We have coverage for that. Back into the Meowscarada, and clearly we have no reason to stay in here. We can always just pivot out and just sack off another Mon. And we are calling him so hard on the Flower Trick or the Play Rough here that we're going straight into Golden Go. It doesn't take the T-Spikes, but it will take rock damage. But we're just saying, hey man, I know you're not clicking knockoff right here. I know for a fact you're not clicking knock. So we make our plan to Golden Go, and we see the Play Rough. And at this point, we do, considering how he's playing, we really assume he's banded, and I think we nailed his set on the dot. We knew exactly what he was going to bring. And at this point, we could Nasty. We could also Shadow Ball. There's no reason to make it rain at the moment, I don't think. Actually, sorry, we can make it rain if, even if Empoleon comes in, because then we can Nasty right after, and then we'll be at +1. So we do make it rain first. Maybe we could have Nastied here instead and just been +2 on the Empoleon coming in instead. But we decided to go for just the, we decided to just go for, our make it rain first. Say, hey, we're just going to kill something if it comes in, except for Empoleon. But Empoleon does come on out, and it is, yeah, it's not going to die. But we know that we have enough HP. This was our sloppiest bit of the game, I won't lie. Our Golden Go right here. Definitely the sloppiest version. Or, not sloppiest version, sloppiest turns is when our Golden goes in here. But yeah, we do see that we can Nasty here. I was also debating a Recover, just so we had more HP, so we could always live a hit from the Yanmega. Because at this point, at this range, I don't think we live a hit from Yanmega. That's how strong that Mon is, even through our Shuka. But we do see the Roost. We expected the Roost as well. This Mon really can't do all that much to us anyways. And yeah, we can either just click Shadow Ball here and just try to claim a kill at +1. Or we can click Roost and then, you know, just try to be at more HP. It's kind of a tough decision, but we go straight for the Shadow Ball. We just want to put this Mon back low enough that it'll die to Walking Wake. And it sure is back in range of Walking Wake, and he clicks Flip Turn. Now that we're half HP, we are in range of Yanmega. But yeah, doesn't quite matter if Yanmega comes in, because if Yanmega comes in, we can sack off Golden Go, then go into our any of our Mons that are just faster than this guy. But yeah, right now we're just calcing if we kill, or if we die. There we go. Just skip a little bit of the thinking. We're looking around to see if we can make any pivots, looking at our team, how we're looking overall. But I think we just decide that, yeah, Golden Go. Oh no, hold on. I actually think we sack Spear. I'm pretty sure we sack Spear here, because of nope. Wait. Okay, never mind. I was like, we could have sacked Spear here just to get the free switch. And then holds Golden Go later to be a Play Rough resist, or a, yeah, mainly a Play Rough, or a, other resist. Oh my god, we live. Never mind. Wow, Sugarberry, we actually live. Crazy. Again, living on like nothing, man. And we do kill the Buzzkill here. Wow, I don't even remember that happening. I played this game 5 days ago, man. I did not remember that. But Golden Go picks up another one, and we do get another sack piece at this point. But yeah, I believe it's only Empoleon and Meowscarada back. And Meowscarada is the clear switching because the other guy comes in and just dies. And at this point, we just stay in. We have no reason not to. We click Recover here and just see what he decides to do. But in this position, Iron Valiant is just primed to win just by clicking Close Combat and then Vacuum Wave into Shadow Sneak should just win the game. But yeah, it does actually get a little, there is a little bit more to the game, so don't click off, there's a little bit more to this bitch. It does get a little close, actually, I won't even lie. But yeah, as you guys could probably tell, in our position, it's very hard to lose this game. Very hard to lose the game. He clicks U-turn, which is fine. He will kill our Golden Go, and he will pivot on out. We're looking mighty fine here, guys. Yeah, back to Lars, sorry. And yeah, we're kind of just here to we're kind of just here to go into the mon that just wins the game at this point, which is our Professor Lant. And what's nice is because we kept Spear in the back for late game, we always have Vacuum Wave into Sneak, and I think that's one thing I wish I utilized more in this season. Our priority is really strong between Terra, Ghost, Shadow Sneak, and Vacuum Wave with a Iron Valiant. Like, we can really just sneak out a lot of kills, and that's actually how we won. That's how we won week 8. We just had really strong priority. Banded Sneak. But yeah, we see he was Choppleberry on the Empoleon. Not enough for a Life Orb Iron Valiant. Just not enough at all, man. And unfortunately, the final mon comes in, and it is the Meowscarada. And let's see what how this game plays out. We're pretty low. We're gonna die to one hit. Clearly, almost any hit we might even die to like knockoff into poison. I shit you not. Knockoff into poison and life orb, we might just die. But yeah, so he goes into bubble core. No other mon left, and yeah, we're just gonna click our vacuum wave here. Before he turns into a different type, it's just good to get all this damage, and look how much damage that does. Gross, gross. And yeah, so after the life orb, after the knock, and after the poison, we do go down. And I was really worried here because he's banded knockoff at this point. We know it's banded, and holy shit, man! If he just does a little bit more, like to our Torkoal, like if our Torkoal was a little bit lower, because after rocks here, it's not gonna be healthy, not healthy at all. But yeah, I mean, we gotta speed it up. I've got something to do in a minute. Yeah, we're just thinking here. We go into Torkoal. Torkoal takes rocks. And now we are toxic. But yeah, because Sneak does not kill at this position, I don't believe, and we just go for our Lava Bloom, and we say if we die, we might just lose the game, and we live on 30, and we do take it home versus Lars. But again, yeah, good game over to Lars. Again, I feel really bad for the Johnning. However, yeah, and now that the game's over, the thing that I have to do right now is play round 2 versus OG Albino. We're gonna go play that right now, guys. So let's just see how it goes. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next week. OG Albino, round 2 GBU playoffs. Let's fucking run it. Wish me luck.